Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey guys, welcome if you're new and welcome to my channel if you're maybe. Anyways, so today's video is going to be about DDG putting his hands on our girl Halle. I'm sorry, wait. This man put his hands on his girl, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. When I was seeing those things where like those posts and stuff about how he was saying, "Oh, she won't let me see my son," a woman like Halle would not prevent her man, her child from not being in their father's, like their father not being in their life. So I already knew something was up. I didn't think as far as him, you know, being so dumb to actually put his hands on her, but I had a feeling that something like, whether it was emotionally abusive or something like that, but there was something was going on that was making her not trust him enough to, you know, but that wasn't the case. Actually, now that we know the truth, that, you know, allegedly that he put his hands on her, right? And I'm just like, bro, what is wrong with these men? And I'm not even gonna lie, guys, I was a little triggered when I saw that post and stuff in her bruises, because I had the exact same thing happen to me, where I was in a DV relationship, and I actually was in a DV relationship twice in my life. So when I saw that, I was like, oh no, why is it always the good girls that get abused? Like, it's always the good, sweet, kind, loving women that end up being with terrible men. And we're tired. But I'm gonna let you guys to go ahead and watch some clips that I've personally seen, and I'm gonna tell you guys my takes on those clips. Go ahead.
Halle Bailey has gotten a restraining order on DDG, and she's claiming that he has gotten physical with her multiple times. She's filed a police report, and now she wants court-ordered protection from the father of her child. In documents, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October, and Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to start a conversation with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on his steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. As you can see the chipped tooth right there. Halle says that she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo, so she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Once they told her they would take care of the baby, she left hysterical and with bruises on her arms to accompany her chipped tooth. She attached photos of her injuries in her request for a restraining order. She also is alleging that DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered the house without permission, went up to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." Halle says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having sex with other people. There's also screenshots of their messages. There's also screenshots of their text messages where he sent her a screenshot of a tweet that says pretty much confirms the Halle Bailey and Brent Faiyaz rumors. Keeping Halo away from DDG while Brent playing stepdad in St. Lucia is nasty work. And he says this is foul, bet, and then sends another screenshot of Brent Faiyaz. And then he says, "You think you're hurting my feelings when you're really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look, makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation, happy Mother's Day, and just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit." 4 days later, she claims that he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave home. And she claims that when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera and ran away with Halle's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out his window and yelled to her, "Go get it, bitch." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has Ring footage to back up her side of the story. The judge granted Halle a domestic violence restraining order requiring DDG to stay 100 yards away, and gave her permission to take nearly 18-month-old Halo to Italy, where she'll be filming a movie for 2 months. DDG also has to stop posting or streaming about her and their child. Halle claims her ex has been whipping his fans into a frenzy by trashing her when he live.
Okay, y'all. This whole thing is just crazy to me. Like, this girl has been suffering since she even got pregnant by this man, right? And to make matters worse, she's still trying to co-parent with this man. Personally, me, if I was Halle, I would not even bother trying to co-parent. I would literally just be like, take it to court, bye, I'm keeping my baby. Literally be like, I'm keeping my baby, you're not seeing my kid, fuck that. I'm not about to fight with you and argue with you about, hold on, y'all. I'm not about to fight with you and argue with you about our child. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And that's what I would do. Because if you're putting your hands on me every time I try to let you see our child, and you're putting your hands on me, it's a dumb deal. Like, I would never even bother trying to do it again with you until you act. I'm gonna tell you, let me know when you're ready to be mature and actually exchange our child, or I'm just not gonna let you the child and you take me to court for that. That's what I would have said. But she was so sweet, taking the beatings just so her son can have his father in his life. That's the thing about us black women, is like we try so hard. Majority of us try so hard to like want to create this family dynamic for our child. We always bring our child, especially mothers in general, but mostly black women. We try to make sure our child has both parents in their life, because the majority of us didn't have our fathers in our lives. Like me, for example, I did not have my dad in my life forever. Like I had my dad for like, I had my father in my life for like 6 years, and after that I barely saw him. So like for me, it's like I want to create that life, like a 2-parent household for my child. But sometimes, at what point, bless you, at what cost? You know what I'm saying? The cost of your death, the cost of your child's death, because like the amount of times that I've seen people in my neighborhood when I was in the projects back in 2016, we were there for like 6 months to a year. When we were there, it was our first time ever living in the projects. I've never lived in projects before that. So when this man literally unalived his child, while the mother went inside to put some food away, he unalived the child while she was in the car, buckled up, and ran away. Because of custody disagreements, and also because she put him on child support because he wasn't sending any money to take care of the child. So he just got rid of the child. Those are things that women are afraid of. They want to keep they're not being bitter. They're just trying their best to prevent that type of things happening to them, because there's too many stories out there where kids are literally being unalived due to child support. That's why I would never put a man on child support ever in my life. I would literally just take the child and never see you ever again. Like, seriously. Take me to court for it. If you take me to court, they're going to put you on child support anyway. So, yeah. You know? So, those are things that women are afraid of. So, we have to be really, really careful on when it comes to raising a child. And she's done everything in her power to make sure that he sees his child. And he still bashed her online, making it seem like she's the problem. He's the victim. The whole time she was the victim. Allegedly. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all watch a clip of him literally pretending like he just found out about the whole restraining order when he literally knew last night, like the guy in the clip said. But go ahead and watch this real quick, y'all.
Oh, fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
Even, but I don't.
But hey, bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here.
Don't even make no
Fuck
sense.
all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone who got anything to say.
Fuck the fake narratives, my nigga. Stop the bullshit. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. That shit is fake.
Listen to R. Kelly.
Does this man just say, listen to R. Kelly? The man who was indicted and put in prison for assaulting a lot of women and drugging women. Listen to who? That's your role model? That's your role model? Like, what? Listen, you need to stop climbing up here. I got some hot tea up here, okay? Real tea, too, okay? Go play on the ground. Y'all put food all over this damn floor. I gotta pick it up. Anyways, that's your role model? That's who. I'm sorry, what? He really just said that. Like, am I tripping, or did that throw you guys off too? Because what do you mean listen to R. Kelly? Bro. It's like, it literally brings me flashbacks of these men, friends telling me, oh, I'm in the wrong, and I got their boy in jail, and I'm wrong for that. I remember getting all those messages like I was a horrible person until they found out the truth, and I have photo proof of what he did to me. Like literally, and his mother literally watched him throw me down the stairs, and his friend was there to stop him because if his friend wasn't there, I would have been I would have been all life plus the baby. Because I was pregnant, he threw me down the stairs. 12 flights of stairs. It wasn't like 4 steps; it was 12 steps. Threw me down, pregnant. This is so like triggering for me, but I had to speak on it because like this is so wrong. Like this is so wrong. So wrong in so many levels. Like I'm gonna take a break and let y'all watch some more clips because I'm getting pissed off right now.
DDG just found out while he was midstream with Aiden Ross that Halle Bailey put a restraining order against him. And if you guys don't know, them kind of things ain't easy. In order to put a restraining order on somebody, you need to have concrete proof. You need to have receipts. TMZ posted a photo of Halle with a chipped tooth, also posted another photo of some bruising on her arm. TMZ stated that this incident happened back in January when they were having a discussion over a custody exchange. That conversation didn't go well, and he ended up slamming her head into a steering wheel, and that's what caused her chipped tooth. Instead of running to the internet, she ran straight to the courts. He has now been ordered to stay at least 100 yards away from both Halo and Halle, and he can't even mention their names on his stream. It is not looking good for your boy DDG, y'all. I can already see it now. DDG's fans are not gonna let her breathe. I can already see academics on DDG's side and calling Halle a liar. I can already see it.
Y'all know to get them restraining orders, you gotta have proof, right? I believe every motherfucking word that Halle said. And the main reason I believe it is because anytime DDG and Halle got into it, he wanna come to the motherfucking stream or come to the motherfucking TikTok to get validation from a whole bunch of nobody's involved. When the real tea is, if you was getting denied visitation, you would have took that to the court just like she did. Oh, but you knew that everything else would have been revealed, though. Then to feed your ego, you get on this internet anytime y'all get into it to try to tarnish her character, to make it seem like it's this, that, and the third. It's her. She's the issue. And Halle has yet to say anything ever. And I know this is not the first time she has encountered this type of situations with you. It just gets to a point. Y'all have a whole son now. It's a whole child involved in this situation. We have more to think about than just ourselves. I tried to be an adult about it and just separate it and just still let you do you. But you not finna keep coming into my life doing the things that you're doing and think it's not gonna be any consequences behind it. You dead ass wrong for that. And she kept quiet long enough. I'm talking about long enough. And her removing herself from the equation clearly wasn't enough. Because your real problem is probably who she fucking with. Not even about Halo. Like, not even about not being able to see your son, but more so about what the fuck she doing in real life. So yeah, I mean, it was necessary that this be handled accordingly. Because what the fuck? No.
Okay. Pack up the live streams, Ike Turner, because you're not going to put your hands on a Disney princess and think you're going to get away with it. You chipped the tooth of a Disney princess, and you think we're going to let you get on live stream and bother and heckle this woman? Now, according to TMZ, Halle Bailey has filed a restraining order after an incident that occurred between her and DDG in the car. Now, the article goes on to say that she is seeking a protective order against DDG. Now, she stated that in January, he had got physical with her after their breakup in October. Halle goes on to say in the police report that DDG had came over to pick up their son Halo, and she tried to have a conversation with the rapper about a visitation schedule, which makes it all the more interesting because he gets on the internet, and I'm trying to do the story without screaming, but he gets on the internet and he cries that he can't see his child while the mother has been attempting to get a visitation schedule with you. Now, while she was having that conversation with him, or at least attempting to, and buckling her son in the car, she claims that DDG grew agitated and repeatedly kept saying, "Get out of my car, B word." Halle stated that Halo, the baby, was crying, and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. She goes on to claim that DDG had pulled her hair, slammed her face into the steering wheel, chipping her tooth. Now, shaken up, beaten, and bruised, Halle stated that she stayed in the car because she was more concerned about her son's well being while she got a ride to DDG's home, and then she proceeded to call her family. Now, here's where the story gets sinister. Halle claimed that in March, DDG had broken into her home and taken a picture of her son's empty crib and sent it to her. And in that picture text, he stated, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." Now, Halle stated to police she interpreted that message as being that DDG thought she was having sex with someone else. Now, 4 days after sending her a cryptic picture of her home, he comes back to her home, and now he's fighting with her because he wants her son, but she proceeds to tell him her and the baby are sick. Halle stated that after she told him they were sick, he proceeded to smash her Ring doorbell and stole her cell phone. Halle has also included all of the footage of this in her police report, including the Ring doorbell footage before he busted it up. And while taking her phone, he threw it out of the window as he sped off and told her, "Go get it, bitch." Y'all can support DDG if you want to, and I know the people who support him are probably children. And the way that women had been advocating for Halle and stating that she was a victim of abuse and you guys simply ignored it. And I hope they do grant her that restraining order. I hope that man never sees that child again without supervised visits or at all, because he's nothing but a danger to her and her baby. And he needs to be put in jail. That's it. He needs to get off a live stream and he needs to go turn himself in, because the way that you're terrorizing the mother of your child and your child is sick.
And the fact that the child was screaming, like, you know, when like I don't know if you guys seen it, but like I'll be posting it tomorrow. It'll be available tomorrow, the video of my baby sister's birthday. But during her birthday party, we were saying very loud, saying happy birthday to her, and she instantly started crying. So imagine a child in a car seat thinking everything is fine and dandy, and then he starts hearing their father saying, "Get out of my car, bitch! Get out of my car, bitch! Get out of my car, bitch!" Just screaming at the mother. And the child just starts freaking out because the child doesn't know what's going on. You would do that in front of your kid? Your baby. You couldn't even hold your anger in and be cordial for the sake of your child's peace? Nah. I'm literally shaking because I'm pissed off right now. I'm just imagining that if I had stayed any longer and if I had not had that miscarriage, that would have been my life with that person. And you know what's the crazy thing is, that person literally told me, and I kid you not, he said, and I quote, "Once the child is 3 months old, me and the child are gonna go to California, and there's nothing you can do about it." Hey, and they looked at me and said, "And we're just gonna be like, bye, Amina." What? Okay, it's like, by then the child's not gonna need you no more, because the child is not gonna need your breast no more. I can just buy formula. Or matter of fact, for California, I'll just go take the child to Syria with me. And I said, I told him, "I'll be damned if I let you take my child from me." He's like, "And you won't have nothing to say about it because I'm gonna put it to your head." Babe, I'd rather die than let a man run away with my child. I promise you that. And that's when I knew. I'm so grateful that I had miscarried, because that would have been my life. And that's when I knew I had to leave. But that could have been Halle. That could have been her. And that could have been me. That's what you guys don't understand. As women, you have to think like, that could have been me. I always told myself I would never be in an abusive relationship. I would never be with a cheating ass man. And then hit 18, I meet a dude that does exactly that to me. Don't never say never, because it could be you. That's why as women, we got to stand together. And as men, you guys got to protect these women, because it's not okay. I couldn't even run to my family members to ask for help, because my family members ever ended up helping my abusers. Both times. And then when my family members found out, they're like, "Oh, why didn't you tell us who to beat us?" No, fuck you guys wouldn't. And if you guys would have, I would have never known, because I never felt comfortable enough to talk to you guys about it. I never felt safe with my big cousins. Mind you, I have thousands of cousins that are men, big, strong men. I'm talking my family genes. The men are really big and strong and buff. You know what I'm saying? Tall too. Every time they were around, he was always intimidated. My first ex. So I'm like, yeah, it was just sad that I didn't feel comfortable enough to tell my family about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So Halle, I'm so happy that she has her sister Chloe there for her and her family there for her, protecting her and supporting her and through this whole thing while he dragged her and stuff. And Chloe knew everything that was happening behind the scenes, and she would speak up for her sister. And it's like, the truth will come out. Like, I don't know where the post is, but I know her saying that, and the truth did come out, and now we know. What are you guys gonna do about it now? Y'all need to stand up for this girl and help her out, because this ain't okay. We need to ride by dawn and fight for this girl, because this is not okay. What he's doing is not okay.
Dumb dusty ass G is the literal walking definition of a fucking insecure narcissist. Because to come on the internet week after fucking week and harass the mother of your child, knowing the shit that you have done to her, knowing that she holds the fucking key to your lackluster ass career in the palm of her Disney hand. Not only that, but to be on stream when the news broke and pretend in front of your loser ass incel followers like you didn't know you had a fucking restraining order, as if you're not notified when the restraining order is filed. That is peak narcissistic abuser behavior.
Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo.
In order to be granted a restraining order, you have to have concrete evidence of said abuse and harassment that you are seeking protection from. Halle had that. And it's the fact that she sat on this information for months, which lets me know she probably was not going to file anything against you simply because you are her child's father. But because you couldn't stop running to the fucking internet bashing her every time she got some type of spotlight or attention, you left her no fucking choice. You really put your hands on a Disney princess. If King Triton doesn't handle you himself, I guarantee the motherfucking internet will. I hope they ban his ass from Twitch.
I'm gonna make this quick. Why is it that when it's a male celebrity with a bunch of allegations stacked against them and there's evidence to support these allegations, they always got a bunch of male dick riders hopping and jumping and bouncing on that dick, talking about some, oh, he's a good man, they're trying to take him away from his family, he would never do that, he would never do that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You think this nigga know you for real? You think if he was walking outside, he's gonna stop and be like, oh my God, it's a fan? No, bitch. The nigga does not fucking know you. He doesn't give a fuck about you. You make him money, bitch. Think about it. Y'all are so fucking weird, bro. Bouncing and hopping. Do you get tired? The dick must be good, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you critically think, oh my God, maybe I should look up this case? How the fuck did she get a restraining order? You think the judge just gave it to her? Oh, it's Halle Bailey here. Y'all bitches be dumb as fuck, bro. Real live. Like, I can't really fathom how slow you are. This nigga been yapping about her for months, bro. All over the internet, dragging her name. Whole time she's building a case, bro. Y'all be dumb as fuck. Go hop on his dick. You press for it so fucking bad.
Ddg XYZ LMNOP, whatever his name is, coming to Halle as a woman, as a man, he did that wrong. You're confused. You were supposed to go to Brent Faiyaz as a man. You were supposed to step to Brent Faiyaz as a man. And I just know that he was listening to Brent Faiyaz music crashing out. Crashing out. He was listening to those lyrics, losing his mind. And that's typical for a man like him. Your ego was hurt. Your feelings were hurt. You thought that because The Little Mermaid gave you a chance that you was him. You thought you was Himothy. But what you didn't realize is that she was being nice. She was doing charity. This is embarrassing. And that's why you didn't want to go to court about your son. Because you knew that people was going to find out about this. Talking about you didn't want your son to have to go through all of that. And you didn't want to have to go through the courts. No, you didn't want the world to find out that you was crashing out behind Brent Faiyaz. Embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed?
It was funny when the guy said he came to her as a woman. At this point, he might as well be a woman, right? Let me stop. But like, seriously, he really came in. I don't like when the man presses the women, or when a woman presses the women, when there's a whole so-called dude when there's a whole dude that you should be pressing about. If you feel like a guy is messing with your female, go talk to him, because clearly she wasn't doing nothing. But the thing is, they weren't even in a relationship for him to be coming at her like that. We haven't been together since last year. Why are you pressing me now? Why are you stressing me out now, bro? Good riddance. If I was Halle, I would just let that shit on scene. Because who are you? What the fuck? Because who are you to be texting me about some nigga that I'm not even talking to, one? And two, you really out here making it seem like we together. You could think whatever you want. I would have left him on scene. I wouldn't even responded. But knowing Halle, she probably did respond because she felt bad. Like, she was like, she felt bad or she felt like, damn, like, it's not true. Why are you assuming this is true? I don't know. Maybe she still has a little love for him. I don't know. You know, I don't really know what's going on with their, you know, relationship. But that was just crazy for me. And then to make matters worse, his sister was laughing about Halle's pain, and his mama talked about it. Y'all go ahead and watch this shit, because what the fuck?
And I want to clock one more thing, because I've had to get restraining orders. It disgusts me, these men standing up in the comments calling Halle a fucking liar, saying women will do anything to keep the kid away. When you get a restraining order, when Daryl got that restraining order, there's a thing in there, in writing, that says, if this is not true, you have X amount of days, usually it's 30 days, to go to the courts and to counter what she says. So you can be around your kids so you don't have to have the restraining order. The people who get the restraining orders have the right to go to court and contest what they're fucking saying. Meaning, he can go in there and prove, I never did this, I never did that, I deserve to see my kid. Or I never did this, I never put hands on her, she doesn't need a restraining order against me. And y'all need to realize too, when I got my restraining order on my baby daddy, they told me, okay, we'll do it for you, but not for your kid, because he wasn't really doing anything. I mean, the motherfucker would put hands on me, choke me while I was holding her, so there definitely should have been a restraining order. Still a piece of shit. And recently, putting my head through a fucking fridge with our kid in the apartment. If you're watching this, I know you're having the life you deserve, dickhead. So, for the fact that Halle could get a restraining order for her and her child tells a fucking lot. But anyways, y'all want to scream, well, it's fake and da-da-da, she's lying. Daryl had the right to go to court and prove his innocence so this doesn't happen. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he do that, and why didn't he mention online, since he loves to spill his tea online, why didn't he mention there's a restraining order? Because we all know, babe. So that debunks every single fuck of the brain people who are trying to defend DDG. He has the right in a certain amount of days to go to court and call her bullshit. And the reason why he didn't is because she's not bullshitting, y'all. The men are saying DDG is around a lot of girls and had a lot of girlfriends, and none of them said anything. They only say nice things about him. Babe, Ruby Rose said something about him. Ruby Rose said that he put hands on her before Halle and him even got together. Shame on you. And then I see some women, even women of color, talking down on Halle, saying Halle's a fucking liar. Are y'all okay? As a woman, I don't claim you. I don't claim you at all. Y'all need to seek God, touch grass. And the fact that that man did not contest or did not try fighting to at least not having a restraining order against his son, the fact that he didn't do that is incriminating itself. He's cooked. And for the women saying she's lying, saying she's trying to keep the son away, manipulating all that shit, I pray to God, your daughters, your sisters, your mother, or you never go through that shit. And have people turn around and call you or your daughters and sisters fucking liars. Grow the fuck up. Find God. Last thing I want to clock too. Everyone's talking about how she's so bad. She went on vacation with a man, but he can't see Halo. And then we saw the text messages of DDG being a fucking weirdo. First of all, DDG, you're going to go in her home and send text messages and pictures of her home that you illegally entered? Creep. Accuse her of having men over there? Why are you jealous, babe, when your whole stream and your whole life has a bunch of 304s in it? Why are you jealous? So you can hang out with other people's baby mamas, all this bullshit, literally kissing somebody's baby mama, trying to ship yourself and make a fucking stupid ass thing with this girl, saying you're gonna marry her, all this dumb shit with somebody else's baby mama who needs to be focusing on her fucking kid. But you don't want your baby mama, God forbid, moving the fuck on from your ass? That makes no sense. You have a whole bunch of 304s, girls, all this shit on your stream all day, every day, up in your house, but you're gonna illegally enter Halle's house and assume some shit that's none of your fucking business? But anyways, it's none of your business if she's on vacation with a man, but the gag is, she wasn't. That dude has a whole ass woman, a whole ass girlfriend he was on vacation with over there. Not Halle. with her sister. All DDG fans are parasocial just as bad as the fucking Wendy minions. Go touch grass.
Okay, I know a lot of people have came out and spoke on Halle and DDG and all of that, but my question is, for his mom, with this being allegations and restraining orders, why would you come out now? Like, why would you speak now? In my opinion, this is not the time for you to come out, sweetheart. This is the time for you to figure out what's really going on behind the scenes, stay silent, and see what y'all can do to get in a better place so you can still have a relationship, so y'all can still have a relationship with that baby. Because why come out now? You ain't come out with the other son and his baby mama all over the internet. This, legally, why the hell are you talking? You should have did just like his sister said. I'm not going to speak on that because right now, it's not the time for you to be speaking at all. Because I know if I was Halle, I'd be like, okay, so you on the op list too. It's not the time to speak. If you didn't speak, because I'm pretty sure you knew something before now, girl, don't speak now. Good day.
I've already seen the TMZ post, and I'm not going to speak on it. So, yeah.
Just bye, twin.
And TT laughing at Halle for going through the situation is just so distasteful. Why are y'all so misogynistic? No way around it. A lot of y'all will not feel or sympathize with somebody until you're in those shoes. And a lot of y'all don't know or can't recognize abuse because you've seen it your whole entire life with your mama, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, and even you have been through it to the point where you're desensitized as a whole, to the point where you don't even know what abuse looks like. To you, it looks like being unalived. And it's just sad because y'all could really get up on here on the internet and really victim shame somebody when she's not even the only one who said that this has happened to her before. Ruby Rose has also exposed a similar situation before. So it's like y'all really will not believe somebody until it is 5, 6, 7, 8 people with the same story. And even when it is, y'all still be saying, oh, now they lying for clouts and views, clicks and this. Like, what can women really do? Women have no voice at this point. We really don't, because it's always, oh, she's lying. She's trying to get money. She's trying to get this. She's trying to get that. Why do y'all think people benefit from putting trauma onto themselves? And then, not to mention, let it be the roles reversed. Let it be a man putting a restraining order on a woman. Oh, now it's, oh, he probably was putting up with this for so long. Y'all know women crazy. Y'all know women don't know how to do this or don't know how to do that. Like, you cannot win being a woman. And then the fact that it's other women really sitting down and victim shaming. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all don't need to have no daughters, please. Don't have no daughters. Thank you.
And like her laughing, I mean, wasn't it just a month ago that she was literally like being made fun of on her live, and then everyone like went to war for her and defended her and said that's not okay, and we were all happy for her. I was so happy to the point where I even subscribed to her channel, followed her on TikTok. Basically, the way I was with the quickness, because I don't play about DV situations, because like I said, I've been a victim twice in my life. But when it came to relationships, that is, I've been into mental and physical abuse with a partner, DV relationships. Okay, so when she was laughing at Halle's pain, I was quick with it. I unfollowed her on TikTok, and I unsubscribed her on YouTube, because what the you mean you just did that? Like, what? Silence speaks louder than words. Okay, her laughing was her either one, thinking, knowing that it's true that her brother did that, and she thinks it's funny that he finally got caught. Hopefully that's the case. Or she's laughing because she thinks it's hilarious, and it's like, she's on her brother's side. Which I was thinking that at first until I saw this. She reposted a video saying that Halle is not innocent. That's when I knew, oh, she she on her brother's side. She's siding with the abuser. But then that's the thing. Like most of the time, women need to understand that just because a guy and his family, when you and him are okay, they love you and they hug you and they're all that for you, they're there for you and all blah blah blah, doesn't mean they're gonna be there for you when y'all split up. I promise you that. Cause my ex's mom was talking nonsense about me, talking shit about me, this and that, all this nonsense that she never said about me before. And this is my second ex, the Middle Eastern one. Yes, I said it. So for me, it's like ain't no way. Like people really think like, oh, because we broke up, but they love me. Nah, even if you have a kid together, they don't care. They do not care. They will always take their brother's side. At the end of the day, they will always take their family member's side, and that's a given. So you guys need to understand, like that's why from like the moment after that last relationship, I never try to befriend my partner's family members or friends, nothing like that. That's why my most recent relationship, I never try to meet his family. I know the mother wanted to meet me, and she was talking about why don't I come in and say hi, and I was like, I'm scared, which I was. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared because I'm like, there's a big age gap, like a 3-4 year age gap. I was not about to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I never even tried to meet his siblings. I never tried to meet his friends. I didn't even ask about them. He would always tell me about his family and his friends and all that stuff. I just didn't never give a fuck, because at the end of the day, me knowing about them will make me feel some type of care about them, have feelings towards them, like I care about them, their health and all that stuff, which I didn't feel the need to, because I just didn't care. Like I feel like if we're not married, I don't care about your family. That's just how I feel from now on. Because after what happened, I'm over it. But her laughing at her pain, and his mom talking about I've been quiet for too long. Like, girl, you have 2 sons who are abusive. Fix yourself. There's something wrong with you. And everyone's like, maybe her allegedly, her partner, the dad, is abusive to the mother, so that's why the daughter is desensitized to the abuse that's happening to Halle, and the brothers abuse their girlfriends or slash baby mamas because their father abused their mom, allegedly. That's what everyone's thinking. I honestly agree with that, but there are some other clips I want you guys to watch, and I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy those clips, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
So Deshae Frost decided to take to his stream and talk about Halle and basically say a bunch of contradictory shit, right? Because first he tries to say, well, I don't know the order because I watched bits and pieces. He says that DDG told him that Halle used to slap the shit out of him. But then he says, if DDG hit you back in January, why are you now going to the authorities about it? So if she was slapping the shit out of him, why didn't he go to the authorities? By your logic, by your logic, why didn't he go to the authorities when he claimed that she was hitting him? Is it because it's not true? We don't know. I just think that it's extremely irresponsible, and they think that they're being slick because Aiden Ross made comments about it. Aiden Ross, and now Deshae, you have Deshae taking up for you. The same Deshae that was going up to an underage girl in Target talking about, I want to F the shit out of you. That Deshae. The same one when the girl said no, he kept pressing. That Deshae. He's so tough. He's so big and bad. Talking about all the women that got something to say. All these single B words. Because you B words are single. And y'all jealous. And y'all just hating on my homeboy. Where was that energy when that little girl's brother approached you? Because you got real quiet. And, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, big bad man. But you should have apologized because it was inappropriate. But you don't seem to know what inappropriate is. Because, and as someone with a very, very large platform, when something like this comes out, right? You need to use a little bit of critical thinking. For an emergency restraining order to be granted one same day, Same day, for an emergency restraining order to be granted, same day, one would have to think, what did the judge see? And a lot of men are running around with this idea that women are making up these abuse allegations. Oh, my homeboy would never. Oh, my homeboy would never. But your homeboy be doing it the whole fucking time. A lot of y'all are running with homeboys that, if you think of it from a legal standpoint, have coerced women into, you know. And some of them have outright, you know, women. But because the women didn't come forward and say something, then it never happened. My homeboy never did it. My homeboy would never. Why would my homeboy ain't never been aggressive. Why would he be aggressive to you? Why your homeboy is not attracted to you? So why would your homeboy try to SA you? Why would your homeboy be assaulting you? Like that never makes sense to me. That logic never makes sense. Why would they be showing you that behavior? Because when it comes out what they have been doing, they get your stupid ass to go up on your platform in front of millions of people and say, he would never. And then when the proof comes out that he has been and he be doing, y'all both ruined. Collateral damage. At the bare minimum, y'all could have just shut the fuck up. Just like when Cassie came out with the lawsuit and none of us knew what was in the lawsuit. Everybody, a lot of men came on the internet talking about, oh, she just trying to swindle him out of money. She just trying to get him for his money. It's only about money. And then the tape dropped of him curb stomping her in a towel. Her escaping, him grabbing her, curb stomping her, and then dragging her back to the hotel room. And then it's, well, what happened before that? What happened before curb stomping a woman while you're in a towel? I saw a post the other day on Facebook, and it was about a Navy officer, his wife. Multiple comments in the comment section from men. What did she do? She cheated on him. She deserved it. She should have never cheated. And this Facebook. So it's not like Instagram Instagram or even TikTok where people be having burners. People are saying this on their real life pages. On their real life pages, people are saying this. We just gonna wait for the rest of it to unfold, which I'm sure it will. Because one thing about them Baileys, they don't like to be played with. And I've said it before, they come from the school of Beyonce, and y'all gonna learn. Y'all are going to learn to leave them girls alone.
What do you mean? He's sleeping, he's in bed, RN?
Give me my fucking son back.
What? Why are you acting like this? What have I ever done for you to act like I'm some sort of monster that would keep your son from you?
Because you don't know how to respect me and you disrespect me in public over a fucking Usher concert. Where is my son at? I'm taking my son.
I should keep it real, everyone.
High volume.
Am I really that much?